The blood diamond. The opulent chandeliers of the Hanover estate sparkled with cruel brilliance, casting their light over the who's who of high society. It was an exclusive affair, one reserved for art dealers, collectors, and those wealthy enough to pretend to be both. Amid the hum of idle conversation and the clink of crystal glasses, the centerpiece of the night demanded attention: the blood diamond. The diamond, encased in a glass dome, was the size of a robin's egg and glowed with a deep crimson hue, as though it held a drop of molten fire within. Rumors swirled about its history, a cursed gem that brought death to anyone who possessed it for too long. Yet its allure was undeniable. Every gaze lingered a moment too long. Every whispered comment carried the weight of both envy and dread. Marianne Hale, a rising star in the art world, sipped her champagne and surveyed the crowd. Her navy gown clung to her like a second skin, and her auburn hair was styled in a cascade of waves that framed her sharp, curious eyes. She wasn't here for idle chatter or the buffet of truffled hors d'oeuvres. She had come for the story, to uncover the truths buried beneath the glittering facade. Her target, however, was elusive. Robert Drake, the diamond's current owner, and a man with a penchant for danger, had been mysteriously absent from his own party for the past 30 minutes. Marianne had last seen him near the terrace, speaking in hushed tones with a woman in emerald green. The woman, a striking brunette named Cindy Drew, was notorious for her sharp tongue and sharper ambitions. Marianne made a mental note to speak with her later. For now, her instincts pushed her toward the terrace. Sliding her glass onto a passing waiter's tray, she moved through the crowd with purpose, heels clicking against the marble floor. The cool night air greeted her as she stepped onto the terrace. The garden below was a maze of hedges and fountains, but it was eerily empty. And then she saw it, the flash of red against the white marble railing. Marianne's breath caught as she approached. Robert Drake lay sprawled on the ground, his tailored suit soaked with blood. His lifeless eyes stared skyward, unblinking. In his hand, gloved fingers clutched the blood diamond. The gem seemed to pulse faintly in the moonlight, as if alive. "Oh, God!" Marianne whispered, backing away instinctively. The sound of footsteps made her spin around. Cindy Drew stood in the doorway, her emerald dress catching the light. Her expression was a blend of shock and something Marianne couldn't quite place. "I didn't," Cindy began, but her voice faltered. Her eyes darted to the diamond in Drake's hand. "It wasn't me." Before Marianne could respond, the partygoers began spilling onto the terrace, their gasps and murmurs swelling into a cacophony. Someone called for the police. Another suggested locking the doors until everyone could be questioned. The blood diamond's curse seemed to manifest in the unease that rippled through the crowd. Detective Hugo Vargas arrived within the hour, his sharp features and trench coat giving him an air of authority that silenced the chatter. He wasted no time, cordoning off the area and beginning his interrogation. Marianne found herself seated with Cindy, who clutched a handkerchief like a lifeline. "You saw the body first?" Vargas asked, his piercing gaze fixed on Marianne. "Yes," she replied. "I came to the terrace because I noticed Mr. Drake was missing." "And you?" Vargas turned to Cindy. "I followed her," Cindy said. I thought she might be meeting him in secret." "Why would you think that?" Vargas's voice was calm, but carried an edge. Cindy hesitated. "Drake and I had disagreements about the diamond. He wanted to auction it. I told him it wasn't safe." "Not safe?" Vargas raised an eyebrow. "The curse," Cindy said simply. "You believe in curses," Marianne interjected, her curiosity piqued. "I believe in history," Cindy replied. "Every owner of that diamond has died under suspicious circumstances. And now—" Her voice broke as she gestured toward the terrace. The detective's investigation stretched into the night, but when the guests were finally released, Marianne lingered. Her journalist instincts told her there was more to uncover. The blood diamond had been secured as evidence, its crimson glow dimmed under the fluorescent lights of the police's evidence bag. But as Marianne watched the guests depart, her eyes caught a subtle exchange. Cindy slipping something small and metallic into her clutch. A glint of red stained her fingers. Marianne's breath hitched. The curse wasn't in the diamond. It was in the greed that surrounded it, and greed, as she knew too well, was always fatal.